What's up everyone, this is Travis here with Working Class Garage. Today we're going to be taking a look at some Dewalt brushless cordless tools along with some other goodies. So stick around and check these things out. Alright guys, so to start off with, I've got the Dewalt brushless impact driver and the Dewalt brushless hammer drill. These came in a kit with a bag, a charger, a 5 amp hour battery, and a 2 amp hour battery. I'll put a link down in the description. You guys should check that out if you're interested in picking up one of these kits. I have not really used this kit very much yet. I do have the older brushed version of the Dewalt impact driver, and it's probably one of my favorite cordless tools I have. So I'm super excited to check out this brushless one because it really feels awesome in the hand, and it feels like it has a ton of power. But in this video I'm going to be putting these things to the test a little bit, seeing what they can do, and yeah, just seeing what I think of them and if I would recommend them or not. I've also got some drill bits here and some driver bits that would go great with the impact driver. These have the 1/4 inch drive quick disconnect that really pairs well with an impact driver. These drill bits look awesome. They are made by Bosch, and they basically can drill through anything, whether it be metal, concrete, wood, whatever you want to drill through. So we're going to be testing those out a little bit and checking them out. I will also be putting a link to these down below so you can check these out if you think that you might be interested in picking these up. The last thing we're going to be taking a look at in this video are these impact driver bits. Now these are designed to be used with impact drivers. They are made by Makita, and they seem super sturdy and strong. They're supposed to last up to 60 times longer than just a normal bit in your impact driver. So you got the Phillips head, just a square head, and the Torx head. These would be great for driving screws in the wood and stuff like that when you're really hammering on them hard for a long time, when you're doing a lot of screws. So yeah, we're going to put these to the test too and see how they perform with the Dewalt impact driver. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, I'm going to start off by taking a quick look at the impact driver. One thing that I really like about this, probably my favorite feature completely about this tool, is it actually has down here a selector. You can pick 1, 2, or 3 for the power level and speed. And I think that is a really nice feature to have on this. Me being more in the automotive world, that's going to come in handy a lot if I'm tightening down a bolt that requires a small amount of torque that I don't want to just completely rip in half. I think that would be a good feature for people that are using this in those types of situations. Could also be good for if you're running a bolt down into wood or something, you don't want to run it all the way through the 2x4, because this will pretty much run it through whatever you want it to run it through. And also another thing with this is with the brushless motor, Dewalt says this delivers up to 57% more runtime over the brushed motor. So that's pretty awesome. I know the battery life on my brushed 1/4 inch impact driver was great. So if this one's 57% better, that's going to be pretty awesome. But I think this thing will run forever if that's the case. So that's kind of just a quick overview on this. This is a great option for if you're looking for an impact driver. Has a very slim length to where it's not going to be super long if you're trying to get into a tight place. And also you can reduce a lot of the bulk on the tool if you put the smaller 2 amp hour battery on it versus the 5 that I have on it now. I probably will normally run the 2 amp hour battery on it just for the purpose of it being a little more compact, since I am working on cars a lot and I will be primarily using it for that. So now I'm going to take a look at the drill. I honestly don't really use drills that much. I normally just use my impact driver, but I do use drills every once in a while. This is actually probably way overkill for what I'm going to be using it for on just the day-to-day, but this thing is awesome. It has 2 speeds, 1 and 2. Obviously 1 spins slower, 2 spins faster, and it has your regular selectable clutch down here. You can kind of select when you want it to give. And then it has the drill setting and a hammer setting. And then also one cool thing about this tool that I really like, it actually has a selectable light switch down here, so you can make it dimmer or brighter, or if you hit it over to the final position, it'll actually stay on. As you can see right there, it'll actually stay on for 20 minutes, which is really cool because you can, I mean, if you're working in a dark spot, you're going to need that light on non-stop. So if you leave it on that setting, you can just leave the light on. You're going to have a lit up work area and you're going to be able to see what you're working on. I think if you're looking for a drill, this is going to do everything you want it to do. This thing is super powerful. Going to do some testing on it, some videos of it drilling through some stuff. So make sure you check that out. Alright guys, we're going to be checking out this Makita bit here with the Dewalt brushless impact driver. I am outside now, so I apologize if the wind is noisy. I'm going to drive some screws into this 2x4 and see what it can do. Thing will power them all the way through it. Let's take it down to 1. Put it up to 2. 2 will pretty much take it all the way through it. You can see this thing has no problem driving screws. This thing has more than enough power. And then 1, it's gonna it's just gonna get stuff started in there. It's not gonna completely destroy everything. So if you're working on something that's a little softer, you're not going through a whole piece of wood, 1 might be a good option. That way you don't bury the screw in there. Obviously you don't have to drive it all the way through the 2x4 like I've been doing, but you can just set it in there. Works really nicely. That bit seems like it's holding up really well. Alright, now we're going to test out these Bosch multi-purpose drill bits. I'm going to be drilling through this block here with the impact driver. I'm going to do it with the drill next. So let's see what this thing can do. That's pretty impressive. That went right through, no problem. Alright, now one thing I really like about these bits here is that they have the quick disconnect to use with the impact driver, but you can also put them in the chuck of your drill, which makes them really nice and even more universal. So I'm going to put this on hammer, high speed, and I'm going to just let it go full speed and see what happens. Right through, no problem. I mean, you see it for yourself. That's pretty impressive. Alright, since these are supposed to be multi-purpose, they say you can use them with wood, concrete, metal, whatever. I got this old spare part from my truck. It's pretty thick metal, as you can see. We're gonna see if we can't drill through this thing. I got the impact driver here again. I got a 1/4 inch drill bit in it, and we're gonna see if we can drill through this. Right through it. You guys can see that hole there. The drill bit actually doesn't even really look too beat up. Yeah, I'd say these drill bits can pretty much drill through anything. Alright, so for my final test here, we're going to check out this driver. We're going to take off the lug nuts on my truck. These are torqued to around 120 foot-pounds. So let's see if this thing can take them off. I got a 1/2 inch adapter in here with the impact socket, so let's see what it can do. It's pretty impressive. It didn't even struggle at that at all. Not a bit. I'd say this thing has plenty of power. And so here is where the power level switch down here would really come in handy in the automotive world. You put it down on 1, and when you got these caps like this on vehicles, you can run them on and not have to worry about stripping them out. They're on there tight. You didn't strip them out at all, you didn't break them. Saved a bunch of time from screwing them on by hand, each one. If you really want to, you can go back and torque them down a little bit more. But yeah, that's something that the power speed switch really would come in handy in the automotive world. Alright, so that was kind of the look at these two cordless tools. I think they're a great option to get. I really look forward to using them in the future. I'm gonna really put them to use and see how they perform. I already have a lot of Dewalt stuff and I know it's top notch, so I have no problem whatsoever recommending these to you guys. I would definitely pick these up. You can get this kit right now on thehomedepot.com for right at 250 bucks, and that comes with both these tools, the 4 amp hour battery and the 2 amp hour battery, a charger, and a bag. Another thing I would recommend picking up, especially if you're going to be using this in the automotive field, are these little socket adapters for the driver. This is a Husky set. You can also pick this up at the Home Depot. I think it was like 7 or 8 bucks. 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch. Great little set. And Husky tools, all lifetime warranty, so you can't beat that. If you break it, take it back in, they'll give you a new one. And one thing I did forget to mention is this thing is rated at about 150 foot-pounds, which is pretty impressive for how small it is. I mean, you've seen it take the lug nuts off my truck, Had no problem whatsoever doing that. It's not really what it's intended to do, but you can see that this has plenty of power to do whatever you need it to do. Obviously, if you need more power than that, you're going to step up to the 1/2 inch impact or something. So these are these tools. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I would definitely recommend picking these up if you're in the market for some cordless tools. I'll link everything, these tools, the drill bits, the other bits that I looked at. I'll link all of that down below, so you guys can go pick it up if you want to check that stuff out. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, go check out my Instagram page. I update that pretty much every day, sometimes a couple times a day, so that's where I'm most active at. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. See you later.